Here I am, Leon C., aka Morpheus. Now in this audio, it is for men, but anyone can listen in. And it is from a popular request. Because men are looking for more information as to how we need to navigate through our new society and the new engineering that we have in the westernized world. So I have some eye-opening gifts to give unto men. Knowledge, strength, and a way to bring clarity unto your mind. The questions that were thrown at me was based on religion and women, since that is pretty much up my alley and in front of my house. It's too easy to reach. But not only that, with my expansive knowledge of women and experience and concern and understanding, what a perfect ball of knowledge we're going to endure today. Before I begin, I want to tell you a story, and I have multiple stories. Okay. I'll pull out my notepad here. As a matter of fact, I wrote them down because I'm going to blaze through them real quickly before I get into the actual lesson here today in the Academy of Wowmen. Okay. I seen a woman, or shall I say, this car was blazing past me. It blazed past my left-hand side on the freeway. And I already pulled over because I noticed there was a cop on the shoulder. And it's always best to get out of the way if there's anybody on the shoulder anyway, because you don't know if they're going to jump out of the car, they're going to open up the car door on you, or they're going to pull out a little bit too slow, and then you will have a fatality, finish them sort of situation. A true mortal fatality. And so I noticed this police cruiser miles in advance, and I seen the lights. So I said, I'm going to move over because I see that they're dealing with something on the left-hand side. This other white car, which I'm not going to tell you what it is, blazes past, whoosh, my left-hand side. And I'm thinking, I know they're going to slow down. I know they're going to slow down, slow down. I know they're going to slow down. I know they're going to slow down. Uh-oh, they're not going to slow down. Wait, they're not stopping. Okay, they're not going to stop. Right past the cop. Boom. The cop stopped doing what he was doing and chased them down and stopped them. And I can hear the officer from the window. I rolled the window down to hear what was going on. And of course, like I always do, I looked through the window. Did you not see the lights over there? Did you not see the lights over there? Did you not see people on the side of the car? Did you not see? Did you not see? Ma'am, did you not see me on the side of the road with this person over here? Did you not see us? You could have killed us. Did you not see us? Where's your license registration? Did you not see? Could you not see? Give me your license and registration. Could you not see? Are you blind, ma'am? Are you blind? No, well, yes, there was a woman. Now, I want you, women, don't get your panties in a bunch, because this is not discrimination. I'm telling you my experience. This is what happens every day. Okay. And this is a part of the story. If you don't like it, go to a different channel, because this is for men right here. This is the boys' room. Okay. Get out if you can't handle it. And so I looked through the window. Yes, lo and behold, as I had predicted, this girl, like they always do, blazing through the traffic. I made an audio on this so I can speak like this. If you don't like it, I already made an audio. That means you are a flunky. Go back to the other classroom and study the lesson, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Veering in and out of traffic, tailgating, speeding like they're the police officers themselves, hitting sideways, sidewalks, hitting yellow poles. You know, this sort of type of woman. And this situation was no surprise to me. I'm like, okay, yeah. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, please put her underneath the jail cell. Please get her for reckless endangerment. Please get her for almost a possible vehicular homicide. Please get in for speeding and for everything else. Please. To where if she do it again, her license is ripped up. Let's go further. One of my friends purchased a Camaro, and he had this girl with him who was, I call him a cannonball, which is a girl who has a very hot temperature, temperature. And you can't tell them anything. They're very difficult to deal with. They are, I can do it all by myself, don't bother me type of person. And when I asked him about this person, it's actually his sister. I thought it was his, girlfriend or something like that. And so, yeah, man, that's my sister. And, she needs my ride. So I'm over there to borrow it since I got this car over here. I don't mind. The Camaro looked all clean and everything. I said, listen, I know you love your sister and there's nothing wrong with it. But listen, brother, listen. Judging by her personality, judging by the way she acts, and I'm not a judger. I just evaluate and analyze the situation. You're not really judging. You're actually assessing the situation. You're watching human activity and you know what's going to happen. The predictions are easy. So I'm like, judging by her personality and her character, she's going to tear your car up. I said, don't do it because listen, they are heavy foot. They don't care. They are emotional and they will be emotional behind your wheel. Don't do it. The worst thing you want to do is give her a high performance, ready-made, powerhouse. It's almost like giving a child a loaded gun. Don't do it. Now, again, I'm not saying everyone. I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying generally. There is a few who is like that. I've seen it myself. Sometimes you may think I'm full of BS, and oftentimes I'm itching to put the videos up here to show you, but I don't want people to think that I'm, I might get strike rights and I might get in trouble by videotaping or showing you people who don't know that they're being videotaped. So I'm very careful of not doing that. But it happens. You put them in a high power vehicle, they will speed up behind you. It just makes them go faster into your metal. It helps them to be able to do even more damage, pretty much. A lot easier. I told you, no, don't do it. It's not a good idea. You need to, no. I said, give her that Chevy Cavalier over there. No, she don't want to drive that, man. I owe my sister. I owe her, so I'm going to go ahead and I said, listen, you may owe her, but you're going to be paying and owing a lot more on that car once you wreck it. What's your pick? Oh, man, you don't know what you're talking about, Morpheus. That's my sister. We supposed to stick together. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm about to go and I'm about to go. I'll see you later. Right. Lo and behold, I get a call. Come back over there. Man, I need to talk to you. 5 hours later. That same pretty Camaro in the garage tore the hell up. I'm telling you, the bumper was, I thought the car wasn't even wrecked. No, she wasn't paying attention. Her excuse was she had an important phone call and she had to take it. And she wasn't paying attention. She hit a curve, nearly missed a light pole by popping the light pole with her left bumper bounced off of it. And the car skid back onto the road. And she said instead of stopping and reassessing the situation, she kept it moving. And the brother's face was red. And he said, man, she acted like she didn't even care. She got out of the car, man, just like, here, just gave me the keys and went on right about her way. And then when I asked her about it, I said, she need to pay. She said, no, I'll pay you when I get a chance to. I know she ain't gonna pay me back for this. I said, dude, I told you, you don't want to listen. I don't even know why you called me over here. You're showing me something that I already know. I'm the red pill provider here, dude. It's almost like you go to a drug dealer who deals the drug. And you try to tell me about, oh man, I got something for sale. But like, dude, I got this stuff already. I know about the red pill. I provide it. I'm like, dude, you're done. You don't want to listen? Fine. Here's a blue pill. Clean yourself out and you're finished. Okay, why don't you just go ahead and sell her the car? Tell her it's hers because you didn't want it anyway. You didn't want the Camaro. And now you got to spend money for it. Because he's putting his fingers through his hair. Yeah, man, I still got payments on this thing, man. I just got this thing fixed up. Yep. That's what love do. Okay, go ahead and go in the front room and give her a good hug. Say, sister, that was for you. I love you. Okay, be done with it. Okay? Just because they're your family, that don't mean they can't wreck your life. As a matter of fact, family is the number one person or people who is going to wreck your life and your stuff. And they feel like they can. And yes, they're going to put the keys in your hand and say, I don't care. Oh, well, because why? You're my brother, so you can handle it. I can do you like that. Dummy. Number 3, you know who he is. I know this guy who's a truck driver, and sometimes on his spare time he makes videos, or I don't think he's a YouTuber as well. Try to teach people how to drive a truck and how to truck stops in different areas, and he travels around the country, things like that. And one day he had to was it after? Let me see, Morpheus. Was it before or after? No, he had training. Okay, I see. He was to be a trainer, they call him mentor for other drivers. What that means is other drivers who are learning how to drive have to ride with them for at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get used to the road. And that truck driver will show them everything, depending on the situation. And some of you like, oh, we're driving with truck drivers? Oh, that's unsafe. No. These truck drivers are certified. Most truck drivers are anyway. They got CDLs. And the stories that you think you're getting from truck drivers are scary. You're out of your mind. They're lying to you. You know how you see a movie, and on the movies, they'll show you a movie where this hitchhiker, they'll jump inside of an 18-wheeler, and the guy who's driving the 18-wheeler is some type of mass murderer, or he's a rapist, okay, or he's a molester or something like that. Don't get in the truck with a truck driver. He's going to get you. That's a lie. That's a lie. Truck drivers are not like that. They're normal people just like you. They just so happen to have a career that's on the road. Okay. When you get inside of the truck, you realize it's just a simple truck. Simple bed in the back, simple steering wheel like your car, and it's just amenities there to allow them to be able to sleep if they have to when they go to a truck stop, like you would do in one of your mobile homes. There's nothing dangerous in there. You think, oh man, there's ropes in there. He probably got some firearms. He probably got some chains, and oh man, he's gonna drug me up. No, there's nothing like that in there. No, you will be surprised. You'll be sitting there, and you'll be like, dang, I was lied to. If you really, really want a wake-up call about how devilish some of your movies are in the media, okay, or your propagated American small mindset around to program you into fear. If you want evidence that everything is based on making you scared so you can be this little pack mule and sheep for them, okay, go ahead and start hanging out with these people and you will be surprised. You will sit in the passenger seat. You'll be looking around while he's driving. And you'd be like, what? There's nothing wrong with this. What was they talking about? What was they talking about? You'll be in the back of the bunker. It's all huge and big, got a bed, TV set, air conditioning. You'd be like, dang, no wonder you could, you'll be thinking like this. No wonder you can sleep in here and relax. And I see. Dang, I go on a trip too. Go ahead and take me to Chicago. Let's go from, you'd be like, okay, I see. The light switch will come on. He'll be talking to you just like he talked to any other type of person, conversation. You get out of the truck, you go to the urinals, y'all go wash your hands, you go get something to eat somewhere, get right back in there, stretch your legs and start driving like a road trip, like a family road trip. And you will realize that your stories was there, the stories and the movies was there to put fear in your mind about simple, average drivers, human beings who's just simply making a career out of driving. And you'll realize that they lied to you. Then you'll be like, boy, these American people are sick in their mind. And they are. Because what happened is, out of 100 good, decent drivers, they'll pick like 5 or 10 of them out of 100, which usually is only maybe 5 or 10 out of 100. Okay, who may be bad or might have a bad mindset or who might be having a bad day and make you think that every truck driver is the same way. And now you thinking, oh, girl, don't you jump in that truck. Don't you jump, because you're going to end up lost. You're going to end up in the forest somewhere. He's going to chop you up. And no, listen, stop the stupidity. If you ever think like you're retarded, you're stupid. Just put stupid on your shirt and in your forehead. That means you don't know anything, because you need to open up your mind and realize that you are lied to. Usually 24 hours, 7 days a week by the stuff they put in your face called movies and the media. So stop the dumb stuff. Oh my God, this truck driver did this. So be careful of all truck drivers. Listen, they got families at home. There's truck drivers who are married. They got children at home. They're not thinking about you. They are not concerned about you. They're trying to go and drop off their load and go home to their children. They got babies like you do. They're making money for their babies right now, and you scared of them for no reason because you program. Stop the stupidity. All right, so let me get back to the story about this truck driver that I know of, okay? So during his mentoring, this person, he didn't know that the person that they were going to set him up with was actually a female. And she was an older lady. He says she was around 39, 40-ish. And he showed me the video as to what you are supposed to do when you set the brakes, keep the truck from moving. Right? After a couple of weeks, it was supposed to have been where the girl was well trained, where she knew exactly what she was doing. Or shall I say well taught, not trained. And he showed the dash cam as to the truck moving forward while he was actually inside of the truck stop. And this was after he listened to one of my audios talking about having instincts, where you don't need to know what's going on. Your instincts will tell you what's going on. And he told me that it was a very amazing thing where he had a bad feeling that something was going on outside. And his instincts were telling him that he needs to hurry up, wash his hands, run out of the bathroom, forget about getting some coffee or something to drink, go check the truck. Something was saying, go check the truck, which was his instincts. Nobody told him. His instincts told him that. And so he hurried up and he rushed outside, and apparently she didn't set the brake like she was supposed to at the fuel line. And the bad feeling in his stomach was continuing on as he was walking, and he saw the truck moving forward. He thought that she was inside the truck. She didn't set the brakes. She did not set the brakes like she was supposed to. Got out of the truck. Okay, left. And the truck was rolling on its own. He didn't know that till he got closer to the truck and realized nobody was in the driver's seat. As a matter of fact, he thought that she was leaning over and she fell out. Something was wrong because he didn't see her head or the top body. So he hurried up and ran over to see what was going on. And immediately he jumped up there to see if she was passed out or something was going on with her. Realized she wasn't even in the front seat. And he was able to jump into the truck, just at the right amount of time before it started, or before it was going to plow into the other parked trucks that was pretty much almost in front of it now. Then he set the Jake brakes and had to turn the truck around and avoid a catastrophe. Let's go to something else. Once upon a time when I had a motorcycle, and I don't anymore, me and 3 or 4 other fellas decided to go for a ride, go for a bike ride. One of the guys decided to bring one of his female friends along because she thought she could. And instead of her getting like a 250, 350, something like that, something that's small enough for her, she go out there and try to don on this bad boy clothes and suit and everything, and donning all pink and everything. She thought she was tough. Men can do it, I can do it too. So she goes and she gets this 1000 cc bike, bigger than her, weigh a lot, little bitty girl. And I'm asking the guys, say, you think this is a good idea? Because it just don't sound right. It don't sound right. It don't look right. And there's some women who can do it. But in this story, this woman wasn't able to. Get mad all you want to. There are some out here who just simply can't. And it's many of them. Plenty of them. And so, yeah, we go around several places and long stretches of road, and we come to a point where we started going down the down the curvy lanes, where you're gonna have to have a little skill. You got to lean into your bike in order to turn it a little bit, and be careful because you can oversteer a little too much and you flip off of it. You got to know your bike. This is what they teach you in a bike school and training. They teach you how to loop around cones just for the situation, because they want to know if you know how to control the bike, not the bike controlling you. So here I am going ahead, and I see one of the bikers, one of my friends behind me, pull back a little bit, and he's waving his hand backwards because I see 2 or 3 other guys back there all the way in the back. Like something happened. What's going on? Right? Come to find out, girl tried to take the turn like us, and because the bike is bigger than her, heavier than her, she ended up flipping over, right? Pretty much almost crushing her leg to pieces. There was a story, and some of you know about this, and it's actually true. All these are true, where this girl was trying to try out for firearms, and she had carry permit. That's no rocket science there. Get a carry permit, get your license like you're supposed to. But still, at the end of the day, she's still holding this thing, thinking that, well, I got this. I can handle it. Right? So the story goes in news and reality that this girl goes to a store and she's holstering this firearm on her hip. She thinks she's bad, right? She's walking around, oh, I'm just like men. I can do it too, right? Walking around, I'm tough. I can protect myself, right? So her little bitty 9mm, some kind of way, and I know how, but some kind of way, she didn't do her just diligence to click on any safety. She probably got one of the models that didn't have a safety clip on it, where you can, so you can jam the trigger to keep it from pulling on anything, or you pulling it yourself. It's a safety switch. So some kind of way she shoots her own foot. And actually it was something that everybody knew about because it became news. You probably heard about it, or you probably have forgotten about it. but I don't forget stuff like that. I take notes. Every time they do something silly, I'm like, yeah, there you go. Keep going. Let's keep going. Remember that song, whatever he can do, I can do better. I'm like, okay, I'm waiting. Let me see. Notepad number 6. Okay. And then here's your other Shangri-La before we get into the studies here. I met this girl, right? And she was talking real jazz. This was way before she started, way before she didn't drink anything. I need me a good man. I want a good man who's going to respect me for me. I hate men that just want to get after me because they just want to donkey dunk. You know, they talk about my breasts. They talk about this. They always want to come after me. I'm like, okay. I just want something that's steady. What you all about, Morpheus? Okay. And I'm leaning forward. I'm like, okay. So what was that you just said? Oh, I'm looking for somebody who's just going to love me for me. I was like, wait a minute. No. Repeat yourself. What did you just say? And here I am leaning forward now again, playing with her. I'm like, okay, what did you just say? I said, I want a man who loves me for me. And that is not all about getting down and dirty. He always don't want to go to the bedroom. I'm like, okay, here I am, like I always do, plotting. Now I'm plotting now. Okay, I see how I can deal with this. So I'm like, so you willing to get a chance to know that person and you want to feel them out and see what's going on and you want to go that route? She said, yeah, I want to take my time. I don't care about sex and scoop, scop. I want to appreciate me for me. And I'll do the same for him. And I just want to take my time. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm free, but let's hang out this weekend. I'll come up with something. I'll call you when I get the chance to. Just hang tight. Weekend come, I make a phone call, make some plans. All right, let's hang out. You know, I want to, let's get a chance to know each other. Okay, sure. So we hang out about 9 o'clock. Not heavy drink, because I don't drink at all, actually. But heavy eating is what I was trying to say. Not heavy eating because it's 9 o'clock. Just, something small. So she said she didn't want to go home. I'm like, really? I'm like, oh, so what's your idea from here? She's like, I just want to hang out a little bit longer. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, fine. Call my homeboy up, right? I got another audio that talks about my connections, but you'll figure that out later. It's not in this one. This one's a curiosity to you, probably, but just the connections that I have. So I call my homeboy up. I'm like, we need the apartment. He's like, okay, I'm gonna get it set up, right? Because I'm not gonna take her to my house. You thinking that's gonna be Let me continue with the story before you start going with your assuming, because you see that on TV and they program you quite well. Morpheus is here to deprogram you. Just understand that it's not gonna be what you think. And so the TV set up over there, nice little clean bed and everything, new sheets, couch and everything. So I'm like, okay, let's chill out here. And I'll go and make some nice fruity drinks that weren't so sweet, just something good for the night to relax you. Because I don't drink, told you that. I'm like, okay, so what's up? What's going down? Oh, I liked it. This is so romantic. I'm like, this is so much of a different pace. I'm like, why is that? We just chilling out. You said you want to get chilling. You want somebody to love you for just you, right? Yeah, I'm like, okay, fine. So let's take our time. We talk about whatever's going on and, her family, little small things. I don't like to waste my time. I'm just trying to fill it out. I can burn this time right now. I'm going to burn it up. Okay. And so she finges after a little while that she's sleepy. Now, I don't want to go home. Can I stay here with you? And I'm thinking to myself, okay, game plan, game time. Okay. All right. Sure, you can. It's not my place anyway. She think it is. She thought it was my place. But that's why I told my homeboy I needed the place for that night. So she gets sleepy, right? And I'm like, okay, let's pretend this thing out. I'm gonna meet her halfway. I'm gonna play her game, see what's up, see what's going on, right? And so I'm already figuring out she's probably pretending somewhat that she's kind of sleepy because she's plotting something, right? She's trying to probably do her little game where if she's all sleepy, see if I'm going to try to, take advantage of the situation or go directly for the gusto or come up with some type of plan to get her to be in her birthday suit, that sort of thing. I'm like, I'm way ahead of you, sweetheart, baby. I'm way ahead of you. You don't realize you're standing in the game. As soon as you opened up your mouth, you started it. You sold the ticket. You brought the ticket. So I'm like, yeah, I'm sleepy too. Let's go to sleep. Right? So we get there. We lay down. We're laying down in the bed, right? And I can hear her moving and her energy. So she's feels like, what's going on? So I lay down and I go and get my robe and everything that I already had prepackaged. And my nightgown, or well, I guess you can call that pajamas from, the shirt and pajama pants. And I come back out. And she's just curious, like, And I'm pretending as if I didn't see her because her head was up, trying to figure out what I was up to, what I was doing. Mind you, I'm gonna tell you what was going on in the end before I even continue. I mean, after this is done. So we lay there, and I read some of my messages, make sure all my business contacts and things were good. Tell my homeboy, yeah, everything is straight. Thanks for the hookup, and I'll fix everything tomorrow. And he's laughing. He's laughing. So lay down, right? And I roll over, and I notice that she's trying to crack her eye open. And I kiss her on the forehead, and a little bit on the cheek, and I said, good night, sweetheart. I'll see you tomorrow morning, okay? And she's pretending like she's sleepy. Okay. She reached her hand up and touched my chest, expecting for some type of reaction. Okay? And I lay there, right? Then I just roll right over, back towards her. And right now I can feel through my skin this question mark. Question. What's going on? Like, what's this? What's this? Is it going to turn around? Is it going to try to do this? What's up? What's up? What's going on? What's up? What's up? Like, what's going on? I can just sense it. I can feel it, right? So game plan. So I continue the game. Now I'm yawning. I roll over, right? My hands is up now. It's not wrapped around her. My hands is over the pillow that's behind her head. It could have been wrapped behind her, but it wasn't. And then I got the other one draped on the other side of me. You can imagine what this picture looks like. So it gets hot, right? So I take my shirt off and reveal, of course, I got my, they call it the wife beater underneath. And I wore a purple one to accent, with my, just with my body. I put it like that. Okay. I don't glow, whatever. And now I'm seeing that she's just a little bit bothered. I can feel her pushing forward now. She puts her hand on my chest and she's just looking at me. And I know she's looking at me, but she pretends that she's not. That sort of thing. So night goes on where I'm purposely trying to push myself to sleep. But I'm sleeping one eye open, one eye closed. Right? She's still like, question. And so, of course, I do everything that I can to completely disconnect myself. Period. You think, well, this is the time to try to get smoochy, get close or something like that. No, there's a message I need to draw across here. Okay? And of course, you know what happens when a man can create a teepee real easy. And the entire sheets start moving up. There's nothing you can do about it. You just leave it there. Don't move. And so now she's hopping by. I can hear her now and feel her tossing and turning. She's tossing and turning. And so the night is over. Time goes past, and here we are. Getting up in the morning. I get up first. Go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, do all things I need to do. Come back out. She gets up, her all matted and stuff like that. She's like, what time is it? As you can imagine, After waking up, I give her a little hug and a little kiss. Say, all right, I'm willing to hang out with you again. So the plan here was to dive a little deeper and practically give her exactly what she wanted to get to know her. See, as your professor and as a teacher, I know what I'm capable of. I know the body, I know the chemistry, and I know when you entwine yourself with someone, it will blind you. It will blind you. Once you decide to lay down with them and you, first of all, I wanted to test her, number one, okay, to see if she will automatically think that I would attempt something. That's number one. So she passed that test pretty good. That was fine. We woke up in the morning. Everything seemed okay. She seemed to be all right with it. So I'm thinking, okay, let's go further with this. Let's see if we can hang out as friends. Let's see if we could actually get a chance to be comfortable with each other in the outside world. So again, as you can imagine, I take her around certain places and reel her in inch by inch as I'm getting the opportunity to get to know her, talk to her, talk about her, make her laugh, see what type of issues she had. There was even a couple of times, and this was like in a month period. Every so often, when I had like an hour or so, we'd hang out for lunch or something like that, that sort of thing. And the weekends, I tried to put her in the weekends because I wanted to give her what she wanted. Okay? Try to see if I can measure up to what she's talking about. Well, not measure up, see if she measure up to what she was talking about. I want somebody from me. I'm like, okay. So on the next Friday, I said, okay, next thing is, let's do a little drinking. Let's do the drinking game. Let's see what's going on here. See what she's hiding. See what she's keeping in her mind. See what she can reveal. Okay? So we do that. I take her somewhere and I just get a little small thing of wine. Nothing to do anything. Nothing to even get me to even get tipsy. But it was okay. You know, it was a good chaser for a minute. I don't drink anyway, so I'm not going, I don't care. But, you know, she downs down, I think 1.5 glasses. So she's feeling a little tipsy, but still able to be conscious enough. We're talking and joking and she's feeling good, laughing a little bit. Right? So we do it again. This time, of course, because of the alcohol, I understand she's going to be a little bit more touchy and feely. So I'm like, okay, I need the apartment again. Okay. Hold on to it. He's like, okay, bro. Right. So we go there again. And the same thing happened. But this time she's touchy feely. You know, she wants a little bit of attention. She wants me to take her to a greater plane and a greater place. So the night goes on before we're laying down again. Same thing. She's like, can we go ahead and, why are you playing? Because she's drunk now. Well, not drunk, but kind of feeling like she's feeling good. The walls are down. Okay. And her inhibition. So now she's really pretty much diving into her emotions and how she really feel, what she really want to do. And I say, okay, I know, baby. I know I want to too, but I got to control myself. I know it's going to blind me. Here I am telling her the truth, though. I want her to actually allow this to sink in. I say, no, I didn't bring you here so I can donkey dunk with you. I brought you here because I want to get to know you for you. I want to see what it's like if I wake up in the morning next to you. I want to see what type of attitude you got. I want to see basically, here we go. Here's the expression. I want to see what it do. I know that if we start, if I put you into a pretzel, and fog up the windows, there's going to be some distortion there. Then you're going to misunderstand how I feel about you if there's some feelings. If we take this relationship to a different place, you're not going to understand because there's some physical bonding and some emotional bonding. Let's bond internally first. We'll get to that. And of course she's playing, but a little serious at the same time. She's like, why? Dang, why you got to be like that? Why you got to be like that? And I whisper, and I knew she couldn't catch it, but I whispered to see if she can catch it while I'm doing it again. Laying down, I got my pajamas on, and I roll over and said, well, I just want to get to know you for you. I just want to get to know you for you. She didn't hear it, though. I just want to get to know you for you. Right? So this goes on again. Here we go. It's the third week. So Monday come and I come up with more plans. Now we getting things a little bit more personal. And she's talking about a little bit of her past and some issues that she have. And I'm coming up with, not everything. I told you, man, you don't say everything, but just a few things here and there, right? A little bit about myself, a little bit about my past. She's like, okay, she's intrigued. She's interested and all this sort of thing. Now, I don't stand by the third date type of thing. The third date, I can't even say it. The third day you are supposed to actually give it up, as they say. I don't go by that. I don't go by nobody's rule. I make my own rules. That's what I am, by Red Pill Alpha. I write the rules. I go by it. Your rules, I don't care. Okay, but we can compromise. We can come in the middle somewhere. Okay, we can actually compromise for each other, but I'm not going to sit there and let you tell me what I'm going to do. Oh, you're supposed to do this. Date number 3, you're supposed to do this. Date number 1, I'm be like, nah, fool, go on somewhere. Go sit down. Sit down. You're talking to Morpheus. I don't play that. Okay, this book is already written and it's my signature on it. Go somewhere else. Go. Fly. Go. Shoo. Woo. Fly away. Go away, bird. Not over here. This nest is fulfilled already with an alpha. Disappear. Okay? So I like to break those boundaries like that just to see what happened. Just to see the mind of the individual other person. So third day come. And let's see, I think we saw each other at least 2-3 times that week, texting, talking, things like that. Okay. And of course, this night she's thinking, okay, I know it's the time now. I'm ready now. So I can tell because now she's changing her hair up. She's really trying to put down her best attire. She didn't really have to do that. She really didn't have to because it's all about accepting her for who she is, right? She's supposed to just go ahead and head into the room without all that on. If I'm going to just appreciate her for her, because she would have to be there anyway if it was going to be a long-term relationship. Okay, I'm gonna have to see her with her plain face, with her bad breath, with her hair all over the place. So whatever's fake on her body need to come off. Okay, so don't need to put nothing on, but I've seen it once upon a time, but she really dawned at that time because she was thinking, well, it's wartime. You know, this is their war paint. It's time for me to attract him. And here's special powders and smells and all different areas and things like that. So she's getting ready. So she's standing in the bathroom for a few minutes and I'm just laying down doing the same thing I did last week. Just relaxing, just chilling. Waiting for maybe a 2 or 3 minute talk, go to sleep, wake up, so forth. Buddy called me up. He's laughing because he's like, see, so did you what's that thing they say? You hit that yet? You get that? I'm like, nah, bro, it's not about that. You know why I use our what do you call that? Our prop house. You know what I use it for. It's not for that. It's, I'm just messing with you, man. How is she? Oh, she's okay. She's keeping cool so far, but I think she might think we about to do the gusto tonight. Oh man, okay. What you gonna do, man? You gonna go in? I'm like, well, it's tempting. The common person would do that, but I have to. I got to take a different turn on this one. I got to evaluate this first. She's like, I understand, man. All right, just let me know, man. Talk to you later, bro. I'm okay. Good. So she come out, right? And the first thing she do is, instead of getting on her side of the bed, you already know, on my side of the bed, crawling up on there. I'm like, okay, so what's up? What's going on? But I don't flinch. I'm not trying to, what do you call that? Purposely show her or let her know what type of game this is by, no, don't touch me. Or no, I'm not interested in that. Or say, what are you doing? Like, duh. What else? What the hell else you think she's doing? Idiot. What else you gonna ask the question? Oh, what are you doing? Why are you you in the house, you 2 adults, girl and boy, okay, in a bedroom. What do you expect is gonna happen? Okay, calm yourself down. Don't be an idiot. Okay, so I didn't act like that. I've just kept cool all the way through. Let her do her thing, right? No, we wasn't donkey dunking. I wouldn't tell you that on YouTube anyway, but no. Okay, if it's PG, it could be cool. Okay, we just relaxing, right? She just gets herself prepared to think that there's going to be something, right? Which you want to get a chance to know that person. There's going to be some, what do you call that? You're gonna pit pat, kiss, rub, touch, a little bitty rubby here and pokey there, but it's not gonna be the Shangri-La. You're not gonna go in full time. All right. But she was like, so it's been a long time for me. And I'm like, oh, well, okay. And I see where she's going here. She's like, I'm expecting for you to, go on and go on. But you know what I did? I said, you know what? We should wait until another night. We need to get a chance to know each other a little bit more. All right. Cause I know this is it might ruin it for us. We need to not take it there right now because I want to see you more as a friend and we'll get to that. I promise we'll get to that. And you see, we're there, we are at there with each other. Okay. But let's just take our time because I want to know what's going on inside you first. I don't want to mess your mind up. Okay. Knowing me. Okay. That's up. Knowing me. I don't want to mess your mind up. I'm not going to do like that. Okay. No, I may have a bag of red pills, but shut up. Let me shut up. I'm not going to go there. Okay. But check this out. I'm like, let's just chill. And I tell you what, next week, I'm planning on going out of town. I gotta head up there to New Jersey and do some things. I want you to come along with me. Are you down with that? Like, sure, it sounds like a good idea. Okay, it sounds like fun. Right. Okay. So, let's chill for a minute and we'll go ahead and deal with that. Okay. Oh, okay. So she goes back on her side and now she's just like calming herself down. Looking at me, I can tell she's thinking two sides. She has one side, she was thinking the other side. She's like, what's going on here? I don't understand. Like this is a third night and he didn't do what? What's going on? Monday come. And, I got a baby shower that I hear from her, right? On the phone. No, I can't go down there to New Jersey with you. I got a baby shower that I promised to go to. All of a sudden, out of the blue, that she didn't say anything that Friday about. So I'm just smiling like, yeah, okay, go ahead. I'm getting a chance to know you. In the back of my mind, this is what I'm thinking. I didn't tell her that. I'm like, okay, I understand. Playing the boo-boo the food. I'm pretending to be blue pill here. Okay? I'm like, okay, all right, good deal. So I'm out taking care of my business, going places, right? So I get back in town, right, from New Jersey on a Wednesday. On the Wednesday, she promised early that morning, I'll call you. I'm going to call you. When you're on your way back, I'm going to call you. Didn't hear anything on Wednesday. So I get back. I'm like, I'm not going to call her. That's fine. Whatever she's doing, that's good. I want this. This is what I want. I want this. So I'm putting my suitcase and stuff down in my bag. I'm just smiling to myself like, wonderful. It's working perfectly. She don't know it though. So I'm going to wait to call. I'm waiting for her to call and we'll see what happens. So I take care of my business and go back to the gym, start pumping iron like I usually do. My own business. No clients this time. Just me. Just doing my thing. Most times that happens too. If I don't go in there to client, I'm working out myself. So it's not like it's, full-time business, full-time career, not like that. Something on the side here and there. No big deal. No, can I go out there and work out with you, Morpheus? Sure. Come on. I'll help you out. Do a little something. So the next day I hear from her now this is Thursday now at 7:00. No, what are you doing? What you up to? That's the first thing I hear from her. What are you up to? What you doing? I'm thinking, wow, okay, I don't hear nothing from you Wednesday because you promised that you would. And here this is Thursday, way after, in the afternoon. And now you're going to, that's the only thing I get from you is, what are you doing? Red flags. It's already been like 3 or 4 red flags. If you men haven't caught it already, then too bad. But I gave it to you already. And so I'm like, well, I'm doing what I usually do. Handling my business. Oh, okay. What are you gonna be doing this weekend? You want to hang out this weekend? And now I'm already knowing that something's up already anyway. So I don't give no promises. I'm like, maybe we could. We'll see what happens. All right, well, I'll talk to you later. We'll see what happens. Tomorrow, I really want to hang out with you before, the weekend. I want to go ahead and just hang out and let's do something fun and whatever. Playing here. And I'm just pretending like, okay, well, we'll see when that day comes. Tomorrow's not here yet. Friday come, right? Nope. No phone call. Nope. Not at all. But I do hear something another Saturday around, what time was it that she called? Let me see if I remember what time she called. She called at 12 o'clock to say, hey, what's up? What you doing? How you doing? Again. So what else do you think I'm doing? Handling my business. Going around, writing my book, talking to people, doing my business, working on cars, training people. What else am I going to do? All right, well, I'm still going to do this thing Saturday, so it's, I'll hit you up when I get a chance to. And I'm thinking, okay, all right, you do so. Because in my mind right here, I'm sitting back letting her, right now I'm letting her show me what she want to do. Exactly what type of plans she's talking about. She said, I want somebody to love me for me. Okay, sure. Okay. So that Saturday come, okay. I think it was around, what did I say? 12. Around 5 o'clock. I did get a phone call, but I got it from someone else. This phone call was from another female voice that I didn't know anything about. Never heard about her, didn't know where she came from. Don't even know how she got my number, but I could easily assume that it was from the girl that I was with. And it sounded like the girl had an attitude. Most of them do anyway. And she was trying to start some drama. She said, oh, so-and-so, she's dating Brian. So you messing with Brian's girlfriend. I'm thinking, I'm like, Brian. Okay. Let me see if I can come up with another strange name for the girl I was dating at the time. So let's call her Jessica Talbert. Some random name out there. I said, so you're talking about Jessica Talbert? Jessica Talbert has a boyfriend named Brian that I'm with. Yeah, she gave me her phone or your phone number over a couple of drinks. We went out the other day partying. Okay. All right. Went out for a couple of drinks, and yeah, she told me that she was talking to a guy named you, Mr. C, blah blah. But she already got a boyfriend named Brian. I'm thinking, okay, fine. I'm saying, and I told her in response, well, she didn't tell me anything about Brian. Oh, she didn't? You don't know anything about? Nope. Oh, she gets quiet for a moment. Oh, she blinked up. She was shacking up at his place Monday and Tuesday. Oh, shoot. Monday and Tuesday, she was at his place. They were hanging out Wednesday. Thursday, they were over here at my place because I decided to come over to the pool party. And they all was over here just, enjoying themselves like nothing ever happened. But the whole time she was with you. Well, she wasn't actually with me, but she claimed that she did not have a boyfriend. And I suppose we were just getting to know each other. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm a full-blown boyfriend, but apparently I wasn't if she already had a boyfriend. So that means she was actually playing me, this Jessica Talbert. And here she go again, her friend's on the phone now. She gets quiet. He's like, oh, blank. She plucked up. I can't believe she's doing this bleep. I'm like, neither am I, but I'm actually smiling. I'm like, all right, well, I appreciate that. How'd you get my number? Oh, I told you she gave me your number. And are you offended? Like, no, that's okay. You told me something good. And I'm thinking, so this Brian guy, he exists, right? And it's not a game. Oh, yeah, it's real. Oh, I know. You want his number? No. You don't have to do that. No, we ain't about to go down like that. Well, I tell you what, I do something better. I do something better. We actually getting ready to go somewhere on Starbucks. Oh shoot. And he's actually with her, and we're all going to go out there. If you want to come through to see if I'm telling you the truth, you can come through. He's over here, such. Just drive through. I'm not trying to start no drama between y'all, but oh, here she go again. Oh, bleep, bleep. I can't believe she's doing this. This is something out of a magazine. I'm like, no, it's not a magazine. It'd be more like a drama movie, like a real life, what do you call that? A real show. So I'm like, okay, thank you. I do appreciate it. And wow, this is good development. You don't have to worry about me. I'm not going to just pretend everything is all right. You know, let them be themselves. Don't even tell Brian about me. I'll fix the situation on my own. And you seem sincere. I'll see how she plays it out. Let her go ahead and play herself. Let her play herself. And we'll talk about how we deal with the situation later if we have to. I'll just take myself out of the equation altogether. And she gets off the phone. All right, plink. Before she gets off, I can hear her like yell. Her voice tone kind of raised up a little bit from the first beginning of the phone call. At first, she seemed kind of like serious, upset, as if I'm this type of person who is interfering into Jessica Talbert's relationship, but I wasn't. She was actually playing herself. This was her game. So now her tone was a little different, more of a, oh, wow, I never knew this sort of position. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait. I'm just going to chill out, do what I normally do in my everyday regiment, and pretend there's nothing happened. Wait for her to come up with some sort of plan, right? So I hear from her. Now, this time it was like 10 o'clock at night. Oh, I'm sorry. I was so busy. I was out shopping all day. Then I went home to go take a nap for a little while, and I just now woke up. And so I hurried and put my stuff on, and I'm sorry. My phone died. So I had to charge my phone up before I even called you as well. Is that okay? I'm like, okay, Jessica, fine. That's fine. I'm still playing it cool, right? So I'm like, what's up? You know, it's here's Saturday. You know, normally we'll be hanging out, but I guess you had something else to do. Oh, but can we still hang out? I still want to hang out with you. And I'm pretending I'm at the house. I'm at my setup house, but I'm not. I'm actually at my house this time, not the apartment that I usually use for these test situations. So I'm saying that I'm making her think I'm at the apartment now, but I'm not. Okay. So I'm like, okay, you know, we can do this because I'm thinking about putting a closure to it. I have to because Brian not knowing about me and me have not knowing about Brian could be a bad situation. Brian can be around the corner. Brian can be stalking her. Brian could hear about me later on. And then I have to use my fly swatter. Okay. And I just don't have time for it. And so I'm like, okay, sure. Go ahead. You know, come on over here. I got a little bit of time. We'll talk it out. So I don my casual clothes, put on my sneakers. I'm like, this is interesting. I feel like I'm a high schooler all over again with this nonsense. So she really thinks she was running some game. She really thought that she was running some serious game. She played herself. She hung herself. And so, I get over there, and she didn't hesitate to be there. She actually was there at a pretty good time. Almost caught me off guard how fast she got there. Like a few minutes after me, I was almost unprepared to go in there and adjust everything and make it seem like it's my place. And I'm staring like, dang, she almost busted me. So I sit at the table and I pretend like I'm tinkering my cell phone, like, oh, so what's up, girl? You know, she opens up the door. I'm sitting there looking at her. She was attractive, a good looking girl. I have good taste with women, depending on we all have a different preference. And based on my preference, I would say she's a She was an 8 or not an 8, but she was a 7, 6 or 7 on my preference list. So she wasn't too bad, but I just knew her kind though. I just knew that, something that was so good and, probably even great in many other men's eyes isn't going to last that long. And I'm not going to sit here and wrestle Brian for something that don't belong to me anyway. That's how you end up with domestic violence and fighting. And I don't fight over women. I'll just walk away and find somebody else. It's her loss. Plenty of 7s and 9s out there. I mean, 7s and 6s out there. Plenty of them. So she come in. I'm like, oh, have a seat. Come here. Have a seat. I didn't kiss her this time because I understood what's going on. Like, nah, I'm not getting ready to kiss Brian. If I kiss you, I'm kissing Brian. No way. Okay, no. No, absolutely not. I'll probably kissing something that's on Brian while I'm kissing you. No. So I give her a hug, right? The usual kiss isn't there. She was expecting it, but she was like, okay, he's not kissing me. What's going on now? So I sit down, like, you want something to drink? So, no, I'm okay. I just got you drinking. I just want to relax and chill out with you. So here she is pushing her hair around. She's pretending innocent, right? If this was a bloopers movie, you know how this, they have, You on Candid Camera show. They used to have that. And they used to set people up with all kind of situations, and they never knew that they was actually set up. And what would happen is the cameramen and everybody would come out the corner and say, aha, we got you. You didn't know the whole time you was on. But it kind of felt like that. But I said, I'm going to deal with this differently. I'm going to be mature about this. This isn't unusual for me. This is almost all the time because of the westernized. It's because of the nature that with men are dealing with today. This is how they end up in trouble. Men don't know. These things happen to them all the time. But yet they're thinking they're mandingo because they want to go in on the first night or the second night or even the third night if they ever get to that home base that way. But yet they don't know they're getting sloppy seconds. They don't know they're getting somebody else who's somebody else. They don't know that they're playing a dangerous game. And then some of the idiots, they don't protect themselves. Then even more idiots, blue pill idiots. Oh, you're my girlfriend. Okay, we're going to go steady. Let me get a chance to know you. And here you are rummaging in the sheets. And when you're done with her, okay, boyfriend number 2 is coming around. While we were talking, I went to the refrigerator. I heard a chirp on my phone, and she did too. She probably thought it was some other girl because I can see the expression on her face. Now she didn't look like she was so smiling perky. And her girlfriend that called me earlier sent me something, and it was a very interesting thing. She said on the text message after I turned around and grabbed it before she decided to do so, trying to be funny. I won't let no female touch me. Don't touch it. Okay, I don't have nothing to hide. Just don't touch it. It's my stuff. My spit. Your hands off. Anyhow, the text message went like this. It says something like, the whole time, the Monday and Wednesday when she was talking to me, when she told me about you, she said that you was possibly gay because you didn't want to touch her. So Brian didn't have much of anything to worry about because you was too scared to touch her. And she actually needed a real man, and she's a lot more happier being with Brian. And that's how she told me to call you.